Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Raiders going up against the Chiefs. Now we'll take you out to O.Co Coliseum, where Jim Nantz and Phil Simms have the call.
Now as we go to the field, it's Niall Davis back deep for the kickoff. And Sebastian Janikowski looks ready to get this one underway. Makes the catch at the 7. Keeps churning ahead. And the tackle is made. The offense will start their drive from about the 31. He came into the league with the 49ers as the first pick in the draft in 05 and has found a home now in Kansas City. Quarterback Alex Smith.
Well, last year, Alex Smith, he shut up all the naysayers. What a year he had. He was solid from the start to the end, turns the football very seldom, and runs around a lot better than people think.
He'll be taken down about 3 yards short of the first.
Hard to judge sometimes what time of possession really means in an NFL game, but I know this. When you run the football like that and you pick up decent yards, that's a good thing for the offensive side and a great thing for your football team.
Smith's got it in the gun. Underneath and incomplete that time. Here's the offensive line. And for this team, they are the lifeblood of the offense. When they're blocking well, this team can do some serious damage. The Chiefs take it from the 38. The Chiefs get a first down. Early in this game.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Raiders going up against the Chiefs. Now we'll take you out to O.Co Coliseum, where Jim Nantz and Phil Simms have the call.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. Kickoff looming in this AFC West matchup as we join you from O.Co Coliseum. Down on the sidelines in his second season with the Kansas City Chiefs head coach Andy Reid. And on the other sideline, the youngest head coach in the NFL, Dennis Allen. Raiders are back deep, waiting to return the kick. And Ryan Suckup has this one teed up as they gear up for kickoff. And he's met head on right there at the 20. There's been all kinds of build-up and anticipation, and now the rookie quarterback heads onto the field for his first series.
Yeah, I think things have changed so much over the years. These quarterbacks, especially these rookies, they're so much more ready to play than previous years. They get to throw the football a lot in college, a lot in high school, so they come in the NFL to prepared and ready to go.
They load it up now, bring out the jumbo formation. 2nd and 11. He's brought down at the 20-yard line. Eric Berry is stalking back there in the secondary, and he can change a game in a hurry.
From the University of Tennessee, he's fast. He can read the quarterback. He's smart. Eric Berry, along with Earl Thomas, maybe the two fastest safeties in the NFL. Hey, nice route by the wide receiver that time. Good throw by the quarterback. It reminds me of the days with the Miami Dolphins. All Warfield running those corner routes, and Bob Greasy putting it right on target.
That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. Houston's the one who brings them to the ground. The defense stands up early and stops the run cold.
Good job that time, you said it, Jim, by the defense. They attacked the offensive line, and there was nowhere for the running back to run the football.
2nd and 8. They want to keep feeding him the football, and that gains a few.
Well, I know it was a short run that time by the offense, but it's what it's going to do for you long term. Keep running that football. Try to wear the defense down.
Let's go.
The Raiders will take the snap from the 45. Sticks to his hands. That'll put them in what we call plus territory.
When the offense crosses the 50-yard line on defense, you have to be careful now, because it gives the offense a little confidence. And what they're going to do here, they're looking for the big play down the field for that quick score. So on defense, you better play safe. Well, the drag route that time picked up solid yards. These receivers, sometimes they get a little nervous running these drag routes or these short crossers because they are afraid a defender's going to come out of nowhere and hit them. That's the quarterback's job. See in front of the receiver, lead the guy to the open space. The Raiders offensive coordinator, he has to be frustrated by that play. I think he calls the right play, but what happens? The run loses yards. That's just a bad job by the offensive line.
The Raiders come out. 2 tight ends on the field. And it's knocked down, incomplete.
That is so tough to do when you think about it. We got world-class sprinters running down the field, and you're able to stay close to them and reach out with one hand and knock it down. Great play.
The field goal attempt is good. It's good.
There's nothing like being ahead in the football game, no matter how many points it is, because now you can manage it in a different way, even though it's early in this game, and you make the other team come after you.
Williams going to start his return. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. Here is the former overall #1 pick of the draft by way of Utah, quarterback Alex Smith. Jamal Charles is in the backfield. The Chiefs have it at the 24. And he's thrown to the ground.
Well, the right side, Jim, the right tackle and the right guard. They look confused. They don't know what to do, so they just get run over, and the quarterback falls down.
That's 2nd down coming up. Jenkins is in the slot. Smith's back in shotgun formation.
still got a close game here, and you got to try to keep it that way. It's 3rd and long, and you're losing the football game. Don't take a chance on the offensive side. Wait for your next opportunity.
Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Smith standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Could have been intercepted.
Jim, when you get in these situations, there's not much you can do. 3rd and long, not easy to pick up first downs in these type of situations.
We'll see what he can do here. Mays is there to make the tackle. First down on the way. It's a 2 tight end formation. Out of the eye. Here's the handoff. They bring him to the turf.
The Raiders' offensive line will be whooping it up tomorrow when they watch this play in the film room. What a good job by them. Excellent planning and awesome execution.
Houston's there that time for the tackle.
Power running. A lot of teams in this league don't even do it anymore. This team, they can power it up in there and pick up those tough yards.
Let's go.
The Raiders have it at the 24. Gets it out for the completion.
What a nice catch by the receiver. Getting past the yard markers, makes the catch, and gets a first down.
The jumbo set on the field. Now 1st and 10. Has his target. He dives into the end zone for the score.
When you got a lead, you march down the field and you add on that lead with a touchdown. It's fun to watch the other team. Will they stay patient or will they panic? My bet is they'll panic.
The Raiders lined up now for the point after. Extra point was good. The Chiefs are anxious to return the kickoff. Takes off from the 5. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. And Williams is the injured player, and we'll take a break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, offense readying for the snap. Charles lined up in the backfield. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. Charles is tackled down at the 24. And the offense here in this one will be looking to put points on the board in bunches. Smith will take it right from the center. The Chiefs take it from the 23. And they'll run the football with Charles. And he's tackled some 3 yards away from a first down.
When you're an offensive lineman and you can line up and just run the football straight ahead and pick up those kind of yards, you are going to get into the head of the defense. You're basically saying, we're tougher than you are, and we're just going to come right at you.
Eyeing that left side. Makes the catch. Fasano's tackled down after a gain of 12.
The quarterbacks and receivers in this NFL now are so good. It's so easy for them to throw and catch and just keep picking up those first downs.
First down and 10. And they'll give it to Jamal Charles. Charles takes the hit and is brought down.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
Quarters formation here for the defense. 2nd and 2. They feed it to him one more time. That's a gain of 10.
Charles is able to show everybody why he should get the football more. Good job that time, finding his way and picking up a first down.
Jenkins lined up now as a slot receiver. Got a flag down here.
False start.
offense.
It's first down as they head to the line. Jenkins is lined up in the slot. Again, the lean on him. Charles takes the hit and is brought down. Let's take a look at the starting lineups on the defensive side. Play number 6 coming up on this drive. Alex Smith will take it right from the center. And the second quarter is underway with this snap. Third down here. Offense trying to pick up the first. Jenkins is going to get set in the slot for this snap. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. Smith takes it from the gun. Breaks free. And he's forced to the ground.
Beautiful timing that time by the safety. That's what it's about when you talk about blitzing. Space the field properly so the safety has a lane to run into, and timing the snap of the ball. They did everything right that time. Good job of the safety getting that sack.
The Raiders are set for their next possession.
Let's go.
First and 10. Handoff made. They'll mark the football at the 22. It's now second down. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. They'll run it. Here's the handoff.
What a good job by the running back that time. He reads the block very well, and he picks his way through there and picks up a first down. That's nice.
They're able to move the chains after that last run. 2 tight ends on the field here. With 2 hands, he has it. He is tackled at the 40-yard line.
There's no doubt time of possession can be an overrated stat in games many times. But one thing you want to do, throw and catch it just like this to pick up those first downs and keep it going.
He has the grab. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
Another first down by the offense. The defense is definitely getting fatigued. And when you get fatigued, you cannot think, so look out.
An extra tight end on the field for this one. Makes the reception. And that's Houston in on the stop.
You can't play zone coverage against this quarterback. He knows it's zone, and he's going to find the open throwing lane, and he gets it done.
The Raiders have it at the 39. Catch made. That's a gain of 7.
A lot of times you look at the drag route, and you think that's the safety valve. You know what? It is. The quarterback is always taught to look down the field. If there's nobody open, throw it to the drag route coming across the field. That time they did it, it's just short of getting the first down.
And he's tackled down after picking up the first.
If you're running back and you want more carries, do things like this. Read the defense right, read the blocking, and pick up first downs. That's a really good job by the running back.
New set of downs now after picking up the first on the ground. Darren McFadden lined up in the backfield. He takes it on the counter. McFadden's met after a gain of 3. This will be the 8th play of this drive.
Let's go.
Takes the snap. We're about midway, second quarter. He's got the catch. Has 12 on this play.
Good job by the quarterback that time. He doesn't panic. He reads that it's a zone, and you have to wait for the receivers to get in between the defenders. Nice throw and catch.
Let's go.
First and 10. Brings it in for the score in the end zone.
What a throw by the quarterback for a touchdown. It was just really nice. He threw it beautifully, right on target. Touchdown.
The Chiefs will now be in an even deeper hole here as they get ready to return the kick. Scores 17-0. He's got a chance to return this one. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. The Chiefs come to the line, starting this drive at the 28. Jamal Charles is in the backfield. First down at the 28. Jamal Charles, up the middle, picks up about 2.
Hey, this defense, they are tough. When you run that football, they got some men up front, and that time they stopped that run just for a short gain.
After the 2-yard carry, it sets up 2nd down and 8. Wide receivers stacked up on this play. Smith's going to take the snap from the shotgun. The defense gets a sack.
Good job with his safety getting that sack. I'll say this. He can tackle, he can cover, and he's showing us he can blitz too and get to the quarterback.
Now looking at 3rd down. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. And he's going to be dropped for the sack. That's going to bring up 4th down after just a 3-play series.
Well, you just get tired of sending 3 or 4 players at the quarterback in passing situations. So this time the defensive coordinator sends the blitz, and they are up for it. They get to the QB and get a sack.
He's going to try and return this one. That's a pickup of 14. First down here. There's a lot of extra weight out there for this jumbo set. They'll go ground, up the middle. They break him down at the 41-yard line. And here we have 2nd down. Last play before the 2-minute warning. Got the completion. And he's tackled, but not until he picked up the 1st down. And now we reach the 2-minute warning here in the 2nd quarter. They'll go with the extra tonnage here with the jumbo set. Looking across the middle. It's intercepted. Good piece of tackling.
Houston, such an impressive athlete. We know he can tackle and stop the run game, but how about that in the pass game? Defending the pass and picking it off. Good job.
They come to the line of scrimmage. 1st down. Jenkins, a receiver in the slot. Smith still got it on the play action. Ball's on the ground. 2nd down. They're going to the hurry. Smith's going to take it from the gun. That catch gives them a 1st down. And now they'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play. Quarters formation here for the defense. Alex Smith from the gun. The catch is made for about 4. That pass play picked up only 4. 2nd down and 6 coming up. Alex Smith's going to take it from the shotgun. Smith dumps it off to Charles.
Good job by the offense. Another 1st down. The defense absolutely is getting tired. And when you get tired, you make mistakes.
They're back at the line after that catch for a 1st down. Charles lined up in the backfield. They'll go ground. Charles inside. The Chiefs call a timeout. Their first. After being stopped at the line of scrimmage, it's now 2nd down and 10. Wide receivers are bunched up. Smith's got it in the gun. Reaches out and snatches it. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a 1st down. 1st down here after the completion. Smith will have it in the pistol. Throw to the left. to Bo. The ball is out. The offense was able to recover the ball.
Nice job by the offense that time.
Officials stop play now. They want to take another look at that last play. Was the knee down, Phil, or was it a fumble first?
I think what we need to do here, let's stop it when the knee hits the ground. And once we stop it, let's look at the football. Does he have possession of it completely at that time? If he does, then it's going to be down. The runner will be down before the fumble occurs.
The ruling on the field is reversed.
Well, it was called one way on the field, but now inside of 2 minutes, it was a booth review, and the call is overturned.
I think if you left it up to the coaches, they'd like the booth to review them all, Jim, because put all the pressure on the officials in the NFL. That's what it's there for, to overturn bad calls on the field.
Smith connects with Bo. Coming up, second down. Wasting little time. Smith connects with Avery. In the end, it picks up only a yard. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Smith's back in shotgun formation. The defense gets the sack. The Chiefs signal for the timeout, and they have none remaining. Should be an easy one here. Kick is good for 3. That does it here for the first half. Chiefs trail in this one. Fields the football at the 3. And the tackle is made. The offense will start their drive from about the 31. The Chiefs come onto the field for their next series. They bring in the extra tight end. Second half gets rolling now as he takes the snap. And he's taken down.
My gosh, you're talking about getting overpowered. I guess they were expecting a speed move. The right guard and right tackle are both fooled. They get run over and they give up a sack.
The Chiefs will take the snap from the 25. Draw play here. Charles takes the hit and is brought down. We see now just some of the many hits this quarterback has taken during a challenging day for him, Phil.
Jim, it's very understandable why he is not playing well today. Think about it. When you have less time to make a decision on where to throw the football, you are not going to have a great day.
Jenkins is in the slot. Third down and 13. Jenkins is there to catch a ball that had a lot of heat on it.
Well, it's always a game of odds, isn't it, Jim? When you take situations like this, you're down by more than one score near midfield. The end of the game is coming near. I think this is where you take a chance. And the odds are on your side. If you go for it, you should be able to make it. I think this is a no-brainer. Go for it, Coach.
That'll be a touchback, and the ball will be placed at the 20. They face first down. Double tight end formation. Push them back 5 yards with the false start penalty.
False start offense.
They come to the line, and it's first down. They give it to him on the counter. He's brought to a halt.
When you talk about counter runs, what we just saw that time, the defense thinks the play's going one way, then a pulling guard or tackle comes around and catches a defensive lineman off guard and makes a good block.
The Raiders from the 22. Tackle's made, and that'll move the chains.
The Raiders' offensive line is just whooping some tail today, aren't they? What a job up front. That helps the running back get in space, get down there, and pick up a big gain.
Let's go.
Now 1st and 10. Looks to his left. What a catch. Tackle down right around the 47. And what a catch that time, partner.
Nothing surprises it anymore. These guys are so talented. You're right. Spectacular catch.
Pulls it in. On his way. The 20, the 10. Shakes off the tackle.
It is hard to make a tackle from behind out there in open space with the speed of all these guys in the NFL, but a good job that time by the defense making that tackle.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. After the long gain, let's see what they do here. Staying with the passing game on first down. Touchdown, Oakland Raiders.
Man, what a touchdown there for the offense. The quarterback just fires that football in there. Look at the defenders around the receiver, but the receiver big enough, tough enough to go up in there and make that catch.
The Chiefs are anxious to return the kickoff. Davis has got it on the return. And the tackle's made. The offense will start their drive from about the 31. First down coming up. Shotgun look here for Alex Smith. From the shotgun. Catch made. Spins out of the tackle.
You just can't expect your defensive backs to cover that long. It's good coverage initially, but the quarterback had all day long, and sooner or later, these great wide receivers are going to get open.
Second down and 7. Smith with the handoff. He's taken down at the 35.
Well, I know it's not going to make a highlight film, but still a good solid run up in there for a couple yards.
After that last run, it sets up 3rd and 6. Smith by himself in the backfield. Out of the shotgun formation. And he's going to be dropped. That's a 3-and-out for the offense.
Well, that time the quarterback is sacked on the 3rd down, and that's, of course, that's bad. But the good thing is he did not try to force the football down the field and get the turnover.
This will bounce into the end zone for a touchback, and the ball will come out to the 20. The Raiders now ready to take over as their offense heads onto the field. They load it up now, bring out the jumbo formation. First down and 10. They'll run it here. He's brought down at the 20-yard line. This will be second down. Offense lines up here. Here's the handoff. Left side. He's tackled at the 28. Third down now. The jumbo set on the field. Takes it again. Another third down conversion. The offense continues to come through in the clutch.
That's an awesome job by the offense picking up this first down here in the second half. They've got a big lead. It's not about scoring anymore. It's just about milking that clock. And that is an art, and this team is good at it.
First down at the 34. Trying to work that left side. Tackles made.
Well, you play this cover 4. In other words, you got 4 defenders playing deep, equally spread across the field. Well, who's going to cover the in cuts and underneath? Nobody. That's why the quarterback got an easy completion that time on the in route.
And they advance the ball onto the other side of the field.
Hard to play man-to-man against such a quality receiver. You got to mix up the coverage. You play straight man-to-man, you're going to give up a lot of completions.
It's a 2 tight end formation. First down at the 40. He'll fire it out to the left. The tackle is made at the 40-yard line.
You got to be able to adjust when you run these drag routes across the field. The throw cannot always be right on target. Can you reach behind, make the catch, and keep going full speed? That's the sign of a good receiver.
And he's tackled. He'll be a yard short of the first. And take a look at the numbers, and you can see the difference here, by and large, has come down to the passing attack.
It has. I think the coaches realized early the quarterback was hot. So what did they do? They kept giving him the football, and he kept moving it down the field.
The Raiders snap it at the 31. Handoff. Rocked for a loss on that tackle.
The Chiefs defensive coordinator, my gosh, he is one happy guy. Anytime you get in the backfield and stop a runner and make him lose yards, that's some good stuff.
The kick is good. The kick is good from downtown.
When an offense drives the ball, they always want to get something out of it, get some points. This time, the field goal kicker gets it done. He gives them 3.
And he'll start his return. Davis tackled down at the 36. First down here. What a beating this has been as he comes to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 9th time today. This will be ruled incomplete. Didn't get the feet down.
And what you do in man-to-man defense sometimes, get up there and disrupt the receiver, disrupt his rhythm, disrupt the timing, and what do you get? Another incompletion.
2nd and 10. They're going to get him here for a sack.
What a good scheme that time by the defense. They confuse the offense. They blitz. They don't know who to pick up. And how about the defender? They must love this. Coming in free and gets a good clean shot on the QB and gets a sack.
Jenkins lined up now as a slot receiver. The Chiefs have it at the 29. And he's sacked again. The Chiefs will punt the football away. The punter awaits the snap. Let's see what he can do here. And he's brought down right at the 42. First down on the way. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. On the money. He's brought down.
Sometimes it's good protection by the offensive line, and sometimes it's just bad defense. They can't get to the quarterback, and that's another completion by him.
The Raiders now move the chains.
Well, I think we've heard this expression about 7,000 times. It's a passing league, so we all know that. So you got to be able to throw the football and pick up some first down.
First down at the 36. Pulls it in. The Raiders get a first down. Houston's still down, so we'll take a quick break and be back in just a moment.
There's a lot of extra weight out there for this jumbo set.
First down at the 24.
He's looking to the right here on this throw.
The Raiders now move the chains.
Jim, the offensive coordinator's done a terrific job so far here today. He's got his team winning. They're in the red zone. Let's see how clever he's going to be on this call.
First and 10.
He's in the end zone. Touchdown.
Well, Jim, it's almost impossible to guard these guys nowadays as they go down the field. These wide receivers, they have feet like ballerinas, and even though you get tight coverage, they're so quick, they can get open and make the catch.
Sebastian Janikowski lining up for the kickoff.
And Davis has got a chance for a return. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The Chiefs come to the line to start this drive at the 24. Jenkins is lined up in the slot.
First and 10. Out to the left. The tackle is made.
Well, that'll make you feel a little better. Finally getting a first down. You're down big in the second half, and you're on the offensive side. Don't look for the quick score. Just look to pick up positive yards and hope it leads you to a score later.
Wide receivers stacked up on this play.
Out of the shotgun. Catches the ball on the sideline, but does not get both feet down.
And now they'll try over again on second down.
Jenkins is going to get set in the slot for this snap. Smith standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap.
Brings it in.
All you can do is your job, and that was a good job by the offense, picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. Hey, don't worry about the score right now. Just find ways to execute plays and get down there and score a touchdown.
They'll go shotgun here.
Ball is out. The defense has the football.
In on the stop.
The defense comes up with the big play, the hit, and the recovery of the football.
They sure did. They got so much speed on the defensive side, and that speed, when you think about it, it gets more people around the football. It helps you deliver the hit even harder, and that's why they got the turnover. Great job.
Second down coming up.
To the ground,
Running right through the trenches. He's tackled right at the 24.
All right, coaches, don't get greedy. Be decisive over there on the sideline. Do what's best for your football team. Keep getting those first downs and letting that clock just keep running. You got a big lead here in the second half. Don't take any chances.
First down here after the run. Offense lines up here.
here's the quick toss.
Taking off. Another touchdown to increase the lead.
When you have speed at the running back position, you can take ordinary plays and make them spectacular. And that's what they did this past time. It was an ordinary run, but the running back got a little daylight and able to outrun everybody for the long touchdown run.
Count it. The Raiders are going to get lined up to kick it off. The offense is pleased with that last scoring drive, but the defense really made it happen, doing the heavy lifting by forcing the fumble and giving them great field position.
Sebastian Janikowski lining up for the kickoff.
Is going to take a knee, so this will come out to the 20. The Chiefs are ready to take over now as their offense heads onto the field.
Offense lines up here.
Smith takes it from the gun.
The ball's deflected, incomplete.
Hard to complete a throw when you've got the defensive lineman up there making sure that the pass never gets past the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, the quarterback's got to do a good job of sensing it and seeing it, but also the offensive linemen stay engaged with the defensive players. When you're engaged, it's hard for them to jump up and knock these throws down.
Breaks at the tackle. Underneath, but can't find a mark that time as the pass goes incomplete.
It'll be third down.
Smith set. Everybody emptied out for this snap. From the gun. Smith connects with Avery. Ball is out.
Well, you're really in a tough spot, but that is a good job picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. All you can do, just keep picking up those first downs. You hope it leads you to a score, and then you play the game from there.
Smith's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Has his man. Picks up about 5.
That's a nice route on the outside. Nice throw by the quarterback. Puts him in good position to keep moving and get a first down.
Smith set. Empty backfield. Takes it from the gun.
Secures it with 2 hands.
That's a gain of 6.
Well, that'll make you feel a little better. Finally getting a first down. You're down big in the second half, and you're on the offensive side. Don't look for the quick score. Just look to pick up positive yards and hope it leads you to a score later.
The Chiefs have it at the 44. Smith, play action, and he hauls it in. He's taken down at the 47.
Well, there's not much to say about that play, Jim. It was a completion by the quarterback, and it picked up a couple yards.
Wide receivers are bunched up. The Chiefs come to the line, and they put their receivers in a bunch formation. Smith's going to take it from the gun. Throws to the right. Reaches out and grabs it. And gains maybe 4.
Nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator. The pass picks up some solid yards. Now it's 3rd and short. Every offense is better in 3rd and short than 3rd and long, of course.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Smith's got it in the gun. Looking to the right side and throwing. And he's taken down, but not until he picks up the first.
All you can do is your job, and that was a good job by the offense, picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. Hey, don't worry about the score right now. Just find ways to execute plays and get down there and score a touchdown.
The Chiefs take it from the 43. And he's thrown to the ground.
Really good job by the defensive coordinator. Good time to call that blitz. Catches the offense by surprise, and they just outnumber them, and they get to the quarterback, and they take him down.
2nd down and a long way to go. He's got the catch. Just 2 minutes left in this one now. Back in a moment. This drive now about to reach the 10th play of the series. Play after play after play here on this drive. Smith's back in shotgun formation. Jumps up and hauls it in. The offense is still on the field right now. 4th down, and they'll need to pick up 2. Timeout won't be used here. They'll go to the hurry. That's a failed conversion, but you might as well look at it like a turnover. It's going back the other way.
Good job by the defense that time. 4th down, they were ready for everything. Very aggressive, fast. They make the play, and this could change the game around.
2 tight ends on the field here. The Raiders will take the snap from the 35. That'll stop the play right there.
Nice job that time by the defense. They were ready for the run. Nowhere for the running back to go, and they stop him for a short gain.
They'll go with the extra tonnage here with the jumbo set. Brought down after a gain of 6. Running the football is a mindset, and it's one this team has today for sure.
You can tell this was the thought process all week long by the offense. We're going to go out there, we're going to out-tough the other team and just run the football right at them, and it has worked well.
An extra tight end on the field for this one. Toss to the outside. The tackle's made, and the first down is picked up.
Good job by the offensive line there on 3rd and short. Even though the defense knew it was probably going to be a run, still able to get in there and barely get that first down.
They're able to move the chains after that last run. They bring in the extra tight end, McFadden. Running room. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field. Darren McFadden, when he's healthy, he can put up plays like the one we just saw.
Yeah, Wildcat quarterback at the University of Arkansas. But when given the opportunity, Darren McFadden, a big, fast running back, and this play fits him very well, and he took advantage of it and picked up all those yards.
After the 2-yard carry, it sets up 2nd down and 8. Double tight end formation. He's looking to the right here on this throw. Nice tackle. The Raiders are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. First down here after the completion.
Let's go.
They're going back up top. Wants to go deep. No stopping him now. That's a touchdown.
Well, you get the touchdown in the last play of the game, but it doesn't change anything. The player's going to be happy about what he's done, but the game was already decided.
The Chiefs are anxious to return the kickoff.
Davis got a chance to return this one. And it's the same as a touchback as he's tackled right at the 20.
How much did it surprise you, Phil? Final summation that this game was so one-sided.
Now to say surprised, shocked. I am shocked. I thought this game could actually turned out the other way, but the fact that it was just a blowout, what a surprise. And I know the losing team, they got a lot of questions they got to answer in one short week.
What a memorable game this truly was. For Phil Simms, Danielle Bellini, and Larry Ridley, Jim Nance saying so long for now, and we leave you with the GMC Never Say Never moment of the game.